The 2-2. Popped up. Sandoval in foul territory. Giants win.
0-2. He's done it.
All right, welcome guys to the Rivalry Sports Talk. This is going to be our show about baseball. I am Frank Perez. This is Alec Nerlin, and today we are going to be covering the offseason. We're going to try to focus in on the winter meetings, what went down as far as free agent signings and the trades that went down in Nashville. So with some of you that aren't familiar with what the winter meetings are, it is where all the managers, the GMs, president of baseball operations of every single team in the MLB gets into one hotel room, or not one hotel room, one hotel in Nashville this year, and they just discuss baseball. They meet for about 3 days, and they talk whether they want to make trades or anything like that. They talk to players, agents, everything like that. So we're going to be trying to cover everything that went down during those winter meetings this year, and let's just jump right into it. Alec, what do we have for us today?
Today we have many things to talk about that happened before, during, and after the winter meetings. First on our list, we have the Boston Red Sox. They had a season that wasn't so good, ending in last place in the AL East, posting a 78-84 record. They had some bullpen troubles, posting a 4.24 ERA. About a month before the winter meetings, the Boston Red Sox decided that they needed to make their bullpen stronger. So what they did, they gave up 4 prospects to the San Diego Padres, and they got Craig Kimbrell. Frank, what do you think of that trade?
I thought it was good. I mean, like their bullpen, they ranked 26th in ERA in the whole MLB. They had a 66.67 save percentage. So, I mean, Kimbrell, I think he is probably the second or third best closer in all MLB, probably behind, obviously, Chapman and probably Trevor Rosenthal. So, and I mean, they used Uehara back in the closing role last year, which I thought was great. It's just something about Uehara doesn't give him that feared, how am I going to get a hit off this guy like Kimbrell, Chapman, and so on, have that a closer absolutely needs. I love Uehara. I like what he does. I mean, he posted a 2.23 ERA last year with a struggling bullpen. That's impressive as it is. I just think he's better as a setup man. I like what they did there. I like that they got a true closer because the Red Sox, they really did need one. They also had starting rotation issues, which they fixed by giving a crap load of money to David Price. It was 7 years, worth $217 million.
David Price is going to be a great fit for the Boston Red Sox. Obviously, after coming off that season with the Toronto Blue Jays, he will be the Red Sox ace, and Buck Holtz will be in the 2 spot. With Price in the 1 spot, they'll have a great season, I hope.
Yeah. And the main thing that the Red Sox didn't have was an ace last year. Clay Buchholz was supposed to be it, but he never really stepped up. I mean, 3.26 ERA all last year, which is a good ERA. It's just, it's not an ace. Nobody in the whole rotation of the Red Sox was feared like that ace that he will be David Price.
Yes.
So, I mean, Boston rotation, their whole starting lineup last year was 4.39 ERA, and that ranked 24th overall in the MLB. Adding Price to that rotation, I just think will not only solidify it, but he can teach so much to give Buck Holtz. And
he's been in the league for a while.
Yeah, and so I think he will be a great addition to the Red Sox starting rotation.
Yeah. After signing Price, the Red Sox decided to give away Wade Miley to the Mariners. The Red Sox, they got Carson Smith and Roenis Elias. Carson Smith is a good pitcher. He's decent. He only gave up 18 runs in 70 innings pitched in 2015. And Roenis Elias gave up, well, he didn't give up. He had a 4.14 ERA, 5-8 in 2015 season. I don't think he'll be a 2-inning pitcher. I think he'll fit as a middle reliever for the Red Sox. I think he'll pitch 4 innings maybe.
Yeah, I can see him as a long man, as if one of their younger guys gets in trouble, has to be pulled out for 3 innings. He can give them that 3 to 5 or 6 inning thing to get to that bullpen, which they improved so much. Smith had a fantastic year last year. He had a 2.31 ERA, and I see him as a 7th inning guy.
Yes.
I think Uehara will be the setup man with Kimbrell, I think that is definitely one of the better bullpens in the MLB, and I think Red Sox made a great move in acquiring Carson Smith. And now we move on to the New York Yankees.
Yes, the Yankees. They traded for Starlin Castro. He had a great career with the Cubs, 6 years, posting a .281 batting average. He had 991 hits and 363 RBIs. In the 2015 season, he had a batting average of .265, and throughout the whole course of the season, he only struck out 91 times. Starlin Castro is a perfect example as a contact hitter, and for the New York Yankees, I think he's the best fit they've had in the middle infield since Jeter left and Cano left. He has a great glove, only 6 errors in 85 attempts, and a 96 fielding percentage.
Yeah, and I think they got him for a steal also. I mean, they gave up 28-year-old right-hander Adam Warren. He had a 3.29 ERA. He's a good reliever. And they gave up also 34-year-old utility man Brendan Ryan, which only batted .229 last year. I think the Cubs were honestly just trying to get rid of Castro to make another big signing, but I think Castro was definitely an upgrade from Stephen Drew last year. I mean, Stephen Drew batted .201, 17 home runs, and 44 RBIs. But you were also saying there's something very interesting about how they might actually swap Castro back to shortstop.
Yes.
And who were they going to swap? Who were they going to put?
Well, they had Didi Gregorius there also.
Okay,
so maybe Castro go to short.
And throw him a second?
To second, yes.
Interesting. They also traded away Justin Wilson, their 7th-inning guy, to the Detroit Tigers. He had a 3.10 ERA last year, over 61 innings pitched. So a durable guy. They acquired Luis Kessa and Chad Green. Kessa had a 3.68 ERA. Green had a 3.55. So great additions to the Yankees. But it made me wonder, why did they trade away such a valuable piece to that bullpen that was so lethal to them last year?
Well, we got the answer with the Yankees getting Aroldis Chapman. They traded away 3 prospects and a right-handed pitcher, Caleb Cotham. And with Aroldis Chapman in the lineup with Andrew Miller and Dellin Betances, they're going to be the next, I'm going to call them the Nasty Boys, as anybody can remember from the 90s Reds.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So, Chapman, with last year, unbelievable, 60 innings pitched with 116 strikeouts and 33 saves.
It's a great addition to that bullpen, which was already one of the best in MLB last year, and now you're going to add Chapman at the end of it. I mean, you got Betances going in your 7th inning, Miller going in as your setup guy, and Chapman. I mean, sorry, any AL East team, I'm sorry if you cannot get to the starter earlier. You're done. Alright guys, that's going to do it for us today. So when we started this winter meetings thing, we realized we actually have a lot of footage. So we're going to break it down in episodes for you guys. This is going to be number 1 of 4. And today, so we talked about the Red Sox and the Yankees. And next time.
And on the next episode, we'll be covering the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago Cubs. So please watch that next video. If you have anything to say, comment. Please like and subscribe. And always respect the rivalry. We'll see you next time.
Alright guys, and that's going to do it for today. Today we covered the Yankees. Oh, fuck me.
You had it right, Boston.
The Boston Yankees. Yeah, that's exactly.